Use your difference to make a difference.
We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing.
Every story can change the world.
My name is Tsunami, but you will soon see why they call me Slay.
Bubbly, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a character. I'm the guy that brings the joy into the room.
Life will throw you challenges, but it's about how you handle the process that will reveal your true potential.
My journey is to take one Africa to the world.
I'm a tomboy. I like to get down and dirty when I need to.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Cover your top before you're born.
Build a team, execute the dream.
I believe sometimes in life you have to create your own opportunity.
My motto in life is simple. Don't worry, be happy.
Hi everyone, so my name is Vera Sidika and I'm happy to be here today with the African Millennials. Hi guys. Hi. So today's topic is fake hair, fake nails, face beats, so freaking what? So I'm
so freaking what?
Yes, so freaking what? So I'm gonna start with the guys. So what do you think about this topic? Like, what do you think about the whole fake thing, the hair, the fake lashes and stuff like that? What's your idea about it?
You're just gonna pass the buck, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it enhances women. I mean, if women feel that, you know, they want a bit of enhancement, I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. I mean, if you want enhancement, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't like the natural look, but if you want enhancement and enhancement makes you happy, then why not? I mean, don't take it to the extreme where I don't get to notice you, but if you want to enhance to a certain degree, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it. You've got all this fake stuff on, i.e. eyelashes, makeup, and you turn into a diva. But then when you take all that off, you're somebody else. And I'm like, well, you can't be like that when you got the makeup on and then be like down here when you got no makeup on. I'm like, which one are you trying to be? So it's like you're portraying to be a different character. I'm not with that. I'm just saying, just be true who you are. If you've got the makeup on and you want to be that character, cool, I'm all right with it. But once you take the makeup off, be the same person as well. So that's what I meant.
I agree with KMS. I just feel like whatever makes you feel comfortable, you should go with. If you feel like longer hair is gonna make you, you know, feel better about yourself, bigger lips, bigger chest, behind, whatever it is.
Bigger lips.
Yeah, some like the genders have fake lips. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, I feel like you should go that route. Now, obviously, if somebody chooses to rock with you, then that's their choice.
If you want to go fake, make sure you look nice. Don't, you know.
What do you mean, like someone with like a green hair and a certain color?
Maybe a green. You want to change? Like you get on the subway trains. Like you see someone with like green hair, with like green eyelashes, with like green, like they go like green. I've seen something like that on the train. I've actually seen someone on the train with like long nails. Like I know girls like it was this long.
Like the one
it was that long.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it on the train. I was like, oh yeah. Why would a black woman, like in the first place, why would a dark skinned girl or a black woman want to put on like a green wig in the first place? It doesn't complement the color, I believe, and it's loud. You know, I wouldn't. It's too much.
She don't wipe her ass.
Yeah, but don't forget.
Yeah, that's the kind of fake I wouldn't go
Three
for.
guys have spoken about this, and
Yeah,
there's one guy. Yeah, there's one guy not scared to touch on it.
But what I will say to you, all right, that's Milan, that's your preference, but she probably likes that.
Yeah,
no,
if she likes it.
If she likes it, then it, you know.
You're supporting she wanted to go all
what do we feel about
it?
No, if we're not dating and we're not sleeping on the same bed, I really could care less what you're doing with your body. If you feel good about it, you feel good about it. The only time I'm having a conversation with you is if you know. Yeah, that's it. It don't bother me.
I don't really like to say fake because, well, personally for me, I don't like to say fake because if you
it's just, you're just changing your hairstyle. So it's not really like you fake. It's just you changing your look. But once you start going fake boobs, fake hips, then fake skin, I feel like you need therapy. Because at this point, I feel like you have to work more with like within yourself to know like what's wrong with me, to the point where I look completely different from 5 years ago. Like I'm a different shade, a different body type. Like even I don't even look like I'm related to my siblings. Like that's scary, right? So I feel you need also surgery on your soul and get a new soul.
That's the hashtag of this episode.
Jesus. And he's free. He's free.
Free promo.
Okay, so you're okay with ladies doing the hair and the nails and the
when
fake?
I feel like when it's hair, it's nails, it's not that big of a deal. Like black women, you know, some of us, you know, we real thick or whatnot, so we look good, like real good. But when your waist is a 28 and then your hips are a 44, that to me is like, nah, sis. There's no amount of fufu or pepe soup you could drink. There's no amount of, I don't care what you do. Even if you wear the beads when you like younger, they say, oh, if you wear the beads and they make your, no, that's fake. Like guys have fake hairs too. They have fake.
I think some guys.
Fake what?
They have fake hair.
Okay.
Fake muscles.
Okay.
Fake everything.
Fake. Why you looking directly in my eyes saying
no,
fake hair?
No, I'm just saying because you never know.
Oh, we doing this today. Yeah.
So you know, guys, you know, they like to look good too.
Yeah.
And they like to, you know, slay too.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's an issue with that.
Okay, but it's an issue when someone goes and does surgery.
I feel like there's a certain extent. Like, you could get your breasts done, you could get your butt done, but when it's too much, and then you strain your skin, your ears is smaller, this one is big, your natural or small, like I just don't understand.
But I don't feel like I agree with you 100% because sometimes people do things for themselves, not because they're insecure. I changed my skin, by the way.
Yeah?
You did?
Yes.
Oh,
so was it like?
Darker.
I know what's darker,
obviously.
I don't think you went from white to...
Yes, yes.
You got
I changed my skin.
You got
pictures? Could you pull it up?
Is it cream? Like you used lotion? Or you did the whole laser?
I did a different...
Do you mind if I ask why?
Because I wanted to do it for my own self-happiness.
So you didn't like the shade that you was in before?
Not that I didn't like it, I just wanted to try something different.
Hey, if you're not ready,
yeah, because I liked it. Because I was famous. I was in the industry. I was famous even without doing that. I was famous when I was dark skinned. So I still was doing well. I just wanted to, it's like when you get into Hollywood and you're still starting off, you just want to like have that kind of upgrade for yourself and you feel like it's also good for business. So it's not really like a big deal.
So, relax. So, but, and, you know, I love my sisters, you know, so whatever you do, I support and I appreciate you. But, you know, it's kind of like fucked up because as a black girl, you know, it's been hard to like even grow up black and appreciate the skin that I have. So for you to say that you was, you know, like successful, darker, but you just trying something new and get lighter, it's not as easy. It's not like you want to, you know, try beef today and then chicken the next day. It's not like that, you know.
Yeah, it's
like,
not that easy, of course.
It's a whole like you change your whole look. It's your whole body. It's what makes you you.
Yes, I have a question. I mean, when you look at it today, why do we have women who are like dark complexion and when they take pictures they have to put filter to make themselves look light?
No.
No, that's the question. Yeah. I mean, why would you want to maintain that?
It's different.
If you're a lady and you appreciate your dark complexion, you should actually be able to embrace it. And when you're taking a picture, you don't have to add any filters and any brightness into your picture. You should actually embrace the dark skin complexion you're in. So I don't really understand why women would take pictures and make themselves look lighter on Instagram. So I think that's just pretentious. You keep saying black is beautiful, then you take pictures and make yourself look lighter. Ridiculous.
But I think, to me, I'm so sorry, Kemes, and you be next.
Go ahead.
Y'all heard? He be next.
Yeah.
Don't try and talk of him. The thing is, I think it's different because it's a picture. At the end of the day, you're still who you are. Even though mentally you don't want to be darker, it's not like you're permanently changing your skin.
You don't want to be darker. That means if you have the money, you would do it.
I was about to say, I mean,
I think that's,
That's exactly what it is. She took the words right out of my mouth. But then at the same time, is it to do with being accepted? I'm not saying that for you, but I'm saying certain people won't feel that if you're lighter,
yes, to be accepted.
To be accepted.
Like she said,
but
in
no,
Hollywood,
but you did it for yourself though. Not because she wanted to feel like she was accepted. You did it solely for yourself.
She was saying she was accepted previously.
I was already accepted.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying, I'm not aiming at you, but I'm saying for the filter, people take pictures because maybe they feel that, well, if I lighten or look a certain way, maybe I will be accepted more.
Exactly.
Now, that's so not aiming at you because, like you said, you already did it, so it's cool.
It's all acceptance, and people perceive lighter women as more beautiful, more too sexual.
But she's
more
here to speak on herself, whether she wanted to be accepted.
No, I'm not saying necessarily for her, because you did say you was already famous.
I was already famous.
You was already known. You was successful before that.
Yes.
But you know, you did it for your own
it was
satisfaction.
my own satisfaction.
But there's some people that just do it because, like, for example, people that will see you, and they don't know the reason behind it. They see you darker before, and then you lighter today. And they see you successful and you're popular and you have all this finest thing in life, they would think that this is what they want to do. Like, I want to change my skin color too. I want to be like her because she's beautiful and she's pretty, light skin. And there must be a reason for her to change that, you know.
Again, if there's specific insecurities, you're quick to point them out. You know, if you have, if you go step outside your house feeling like my hair is off point and somebody looks at you, you're going to think they're looking at you because of your hair. So I don't think, you know, a specific thing makes somebody successful. I do think certain things can help a situation out, but, you know, it's not one thing. So when I think the Francia situation was that everybody then is going to follow suit, and I just don't think everyone should follow suit because, again, Vera had said she was already in the pathway and she was already making strides in, you know, in entertainment before things happened, and she chose that. So I don't think anyone should try to, you know, follow her to think, since if I follow suit, then I would replicate exactly what happened to her.
I think that in society we put so much emphasis on what beauty should be or what beauty is that we just tend to nitpick every little thing. Like fake hair, fake nails, like whatever the case might be. You know what I mean? Like everybody has said, it's all about how you feel about yourself, you know? And agreed, there are some instances where it's about lack of self-love, what people do, the things they do, you know, choose to get like fake, you know, like I guess breasts, boobs, whatever the case might be, or change your skin tone. And also I think that it's in some instances like she mentioned, it could just be because, you know, that's just something she wants to do. You know, I think that we're so quick to judge or whatever the case may be. We're so quick to like jump on, oh, she changed her skin tone. She must have hated being dark. Saying, oh, she just hates herself, you know. And then there's this stigma too that people that are in the public light should be role models automatically. Oh, just because, you know, like I'm gonna be looking at you and I'm gonna be like, oh, Vera, just because she changed her skin tone, that's why she's who she is. So me too, I have to change my skin tone to, you know. And it's like people would just look at you and judge you because they'll be like, oh, she hated herself, or they'll be like, oh, she's a bad role model for you know, the kids or the generation. And at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, hold on, let me finish. As a dark skin chick.
Wait, she wasn't.
Oh, sorry,
She had a 10 right now. She dark skin too. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but at the end of the day, I think that, you know, if you're doing whatever you're doing because you want to, then who gives a fuck? I just feel like it's silly that it's even a thing that is discussed. Like, it's natural. Like everybody does it. Like, if that makes sense. Like all women wear weaves or whatever the case might be. I know women who love their natural curly fro and, you know, they wear wigs that's protective style, like, you know, during like a time where, you know, it might take them a long time to do their hair or whatever the case might be. They put it in a corner and wear a wig just to, you know, go about their day, but it doesn't mean that they're any less proud of their natural hair. So the natural hair, I mean, the fake hair, the fake nails, the lashes, whatever the case might be, like, it's not that serious. We shouldn't even be bringing it up as, oh my gosh, she's doing, it's like, so what? She's doing it. Like, moving on is lashes. She could take it off, she could put it on. It's not that serious. True.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Like 100%, I agree with you. But like, as a dark skinned chick, I've been like, I ask myself about my skin color sometimes. When I was much younger, especially in high school, I've been teased about not having any breasts, about me not having any boobs or butt, whatever.
Got that now.
Well,
yes.
Well, and those were the days where like I used to be picked on all the time, and not only from, you know, from my classmates, but also at home. Well, like I don't shame anybody that that does that. If you feel like you need to fix yourself, go ahead. But my way of fixing myself, I will have to look at myself in the mirror and just accept who I am. One day I just I went to my room, stared at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm ugly, I'm just gonna accept everything about me. And then from there, just like my life just changed. It's like a law of attraction. If once you do that, then everybody around you will accept you, if that makes any sense. So that's my input to this. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just one thing. Yeah. So basically, I feel like in a weird way, even though we want to ignore, like we could ignore and act like society didn't play a part, but in your case, if you think about it, you're not the only one to change your complexion. Like a lot of people have changed their complexion from dark to light. And then there's never been a situation where I haven't seen a situation where it was reversed, where someone who was light skinned and changed it to dark.
I mean, there's this German woman, that white lady.
She actually changed her.
It's true.
I mean, all right, that's true.
She looks like a black Indian.
Yeah, she does.
All right, cool, fine. But if you look at the ratio, it's like
but there are a bunch of people that will spray tan and keeping that up. It's just not as dark.
But it's not the same. We're talking about permanently changing.
No, they consistently do it. Again, she was talking about affording it because there are people who can consistently use a filter and not permanently change, but they would love to be viewed as such. But
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I really do feel like society did play a strong part into the whole light skin.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Okay, ladies. So, what are the kind of fake stuff that you do, like?
Girl, I don't put my juice out there on TV.
Nails.
Fake nails. I wear wigs. Lashes. I bleach my hair. I don't know. Lashes, makeup.
Lashes.
Piercings.
Yeah.
Piercings. Yeah.
Tattoos, if that counts.
I guess shaving. That's fake too, right? That's not my real state. That's not. I mean, I'm just confused to what's fake. So yeah, I shave.
Okay, so nails sometimes, but I can't. When I do hair, I really can't wear nails like that. Hair, I'm big on hair. I wear a lot of fake hair. We all know this. Eyelashes, piercings, tattoos. True.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. She mentioned tattoos, so I'm thinking.
All right, cool. Never mind.
See a black girl wearing fake stuff. It's easily noticeable. Like you can tell. Like I was gonna see the bum because some of them go the extreme. You get what I'm saying?
That is okay, guys. So I have a question for the guys. So do guys also wear fake stuff?
Yeah.
Fake clothes?
Are you talking about clothes or like fake clothes?
No, like
actual.
Oh, like fake.
Like I had to have the fake abs. Like you can wear. Yes, the abs. Fake abs.
Wait, they got fake abs?
Yeah.
They got surgery for like black body and stuff like that.
The only way is the vest.
It's like a vest. It's like a belt. It's like that. What's the concept?
I consider fake basically when you are internally changing something about yourself. When you make a drastic change, when you make a change that you kind of can't go back from. Because we're all humans. Our body naturally changes when we're doing something, whether we're working out, whether we're sitting home all day, you get fat, or whether you're eating something that's bringing acne out of your face. We all change, but that's a natural change. Now, when you're genetically modifying your body or something, then that's when I consider it fake. Like you start adding implants, man-made products into your body, basically by adding breast implants, butt implants, stuff like that.
I was gonna say, because I'm sorry to cut you, but to me, if we really go in that direction, like even when you put lotion, you fake, because your real state is ashiness.
Yeah.
So
No, it's fake. It's deep.
I think that if we're talking about enhancement and fake, fake nails, fake boobs or whatnot, everything that we do really is fake because it's not our natural state. It's not who we are or what we are when we wake up in the morning. So it's necessary to describe fake. So even putting lotion, it's fake.
No, I want to answer her question.
Everything is fake.
So why wipe your eye when you wake up?
Why brush your teeth? You're fake right now. Don't do that.
That's hygiene.
Can we define
hygiene is different from natural.
No, I think now the idea of fake is the assumption that is who you are. Now, if you come out cleaner than you woke up, I don't think it's just calling you fake. I feel like if you're taller, fatter, you know, fitter, faster. Yeah, if there's an enhancement to a physical attribute, then we're talking about fake.
When somebody actually loses themselves, they actually believe that the image that they're portraying is really them when it's not.
Physical attributes.
Yeah. Like you're adding, wearing like a fake afro.
Got words.
Right. I mean,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, even I really think the teeth thing is like appreciated because girls really like. Girls are into teeth, and it's like
I
like teeth.
Wow. I loved good teeth.
See, like
okay. So I have a question. Do you think the public is harsher on the black women than the light skinned women?
Yes. Black men are definitely harsher on black women when it comes to us doing our hair, our nails, putting makeup on. Nails. Did I say nails or nails? Putting makeup on, you know. So they always have something to say. Oh, you don't need that much. Oh, you shouldn't do it like this. Oh, why don't you keep it natural? Oh, you know, like something always to freaking complain about. That shit is annoying. Like, bro, shut up.
But right now, the trend is dark skin being sexy and all that. So.
No.
Instagram
and social media is all about, oh my God, dark skin girl.
Unless they sexualize them.
But then when it comes to real life, like let's say if I'm going to music videos or like just me in a gig, or exactly. They will in front of me. They will pick a lighter skin tone.
They would. I'm telling you.
I feel like she's good for TV.
You know? Well, don't do this.
You know that she's so right. There's so many casting I've gone to, and I look better than all of them.
Give them.
I'm telling you, I came in there walking like
Beyonce.
pop. Hey, next thing you know,
one more pop with it.
Next thing you know, they be like, "We'll call you," and then the other girls
Yeah, they swerved you.
Right. I think the ridicule comes more like I don't want to be one of those anti-our people thing because the most of the people making fun of black women for their changes are black men. You know. It's like when you live with somebody, you're a tougher critic on them. It's like you're used to them all the time. You see them all the time. You know, we don't appreciate what's always in our face, which isn't a good thing, but it's a natural, humane thing where it's like you just put more on your family and your friends because you're around them often, or you don't like celebrate them as much because you think they're always around. So now I do think we have to do better, you know, as black men in the way we celebrate our black women and our sisters all around. So I think we overlook and not always appreciate black women for who they are and what they do for us. Because I think a black man with a black woman, you know, not anti anything, but just being pro-black, it's I think it's a beautiful thing where what we can do for each other. Yeah. You know, like I know white women do a lot of extensions and it just seems as, oh, she has long hair anyway, like Becky's hair is longer. You know, things like that. Becky is the general terminology for white woman, or Caucasian woman. All right, so basically I do feel like black men are a little harsher on black women.
No, they are.
A little harsher. I could be wrong in my terminology, but I feel black women are harsher on black women. And I think it's corny because it's one of those things where the changes aren't crazy. Like, it's not crazy changes. Right. The extensions or whatever it is that wear, but it's just that it's accepted more
on the white side.
A white man just not speaking up on it in public.
I feel like we also contribute to the changes that they want to make. If you think about like the changes that you guys make as far as like the eyelashes, the makeup, I'm not saying y'all doing it for men, but I feel like we contribute to it in a small tad bit.
It's both parties. I think
it's like, shut the fuck up. I do it for myself, you know. I come out with no makeup for myself. I put makeup on for myself, you know. And guys need to stop thinking that women, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a percentage of women out there who do things solely for the acceptance of men and to woo men, but everything is not about y'all. Like, it's really not. Bitch just want to look good, like, damn.
I think because girls do it too. Like, if a girl comes here with a stupid butt and then the next girl feels insecure about it, it's not a guy's fault. You know, so yes, guys are part of it, but girls also do some.
But you know what it is? I think that. Hold on. You know what it is? I think there's this perception of what a black woman, I guess, or black people are supposed to look like. Like, for example, I remember on my Instagram, I get a lot of comments sometimes about why people like want to be rude to me about why I bleach my hair blonde, or like, let's say like I wear contacts in a picture or something, they'll be like, oh, why do you want to change your eye color or something? There's this perception that Black women are supposed to look a certain way and white women are supposed to look a certain way. Therefore, if a white woman has an extension or contacts or whatever the case might be, there's this automatic assumption that, okay, it's hers, it's natural, because a white woman is naturally has colorful eyes and different eye colors, and not accepting the fact that there are also white women with like dark brown eyes, and then the vice versa. When a Black girl wears weaves and or whatever the case might be, it's like, oh, I guess it's more obvious, or there's this perception that, oh, it has to be fake or it's fake, and if they wear eye color, it means that, you know, it's fake or they're altering their body. Not I guess understanding or acknowledging the fact that there are Black people who have blonde hair naturally, there are Black people who have blue eyes or whatever the case might be. So I think it's society and perception to quickly jump to the gun to just always attack women who are Black when they're, you know, wearing this fake hair or fake nails or whatever the case may be.
I think some Black men are traditionalists, which is so whack for them to like basically do things that their father wants out of their mother from girls, because it's like you should just be okay with a girl being herself.
And feel better about herself without having to do anything to herself, then you should be able to stick with her and not even be able to cheat with her with another woman who's white. At least it should be a Black woman you're cheating her with.
Deep down inside. Deep down inside. You guys
people go for white women for different reasons. So it might be
for the,
you know. So the point I'm trying to make is like, I don't feel like Black guys are too harsh on Black girls when they go fake. I just feel like it's a support, it's a way of telling them, yo, you look good like this, and then you should just be yourself. Like when I tell her, like, you know, like me looking out for her would assume I'm being harsh on her. It's not it. Like sometimes we have to, you know, tell our Black women that, yo, it's okay to go natural. Even if you want to go fake, you know, you shouldn't be like loud, you know. It's like you looking out for them. No, for real.
No, I get what he's trying to say.
No, for real.
No.
Make the answer.
Because for me, like, personally for me, like, when a girl comes to me and then she has all the makeups and extensions, I tell them like, why would you have that on? Like personally, like I tell them like, yo, you look nice. You don't need it. But then most girls do that for themselves. They're like, no, I need it. So it's not just the main thing. It's not like doing harsh. It's like you telling them like, yo, you still look beautiful. But if they have it on, it's not like, it's because they want to have it on. I've seen one on the train. It was crazy. Like, she had like green wig, and then she had like her nails painted green. It was this tall, and then she had like the green eyebrow. I was like, damn. I want to take a picture of her. I was like, nah. But
actually, I want to speak. Okay.
Okay, we doing that. Right.
Okay. Me, sometimes I be like this natural-headed girl. I don't wear the hair, no makeup. I go outside, experimenting just to see. Usually, I always get attention. This time, I don't. Why? Because I'm very natural. I don't have no weave on. I don't have my hair done. I don't look like the typical, you know, however you want to call it. And then, like, when I have my hair done, or if I have weave on, it's different. People, who's that girl? Hey girl, how you doing? Oh, I like you. And then you also get the same attention from females, and their hair complimenting you as well. But then when you're wearing your own natural, they don't see you. Nobody sees you.
So it's guy and girl, basically, you're saying.
Guy and girls.
So
men find so much to complain about women. If we don't wear makeup, oh, she just look mad dry. If we wear makeup, oh, why you gotta do that, sis? You already look good. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, we do this for us. Like, I want to look in the mirror sometimes and just be like, oh, I look nice.
To myself.
Just, you know, minor enhancement. Just, you know, I already got eyebrows. I just draw them in a little bit, you know, like. You know, I already got big, nice lips. You know, I just put on a little gloss to make them pop a little bit.
Okay.
But y'all be going, like, men be going to the extremes to hurt women sometimes. And y'all use the fact that we like to enhance ourselves as, like, a weapon against us sometimes. Like, yeah, when Nestraya was like, she tests people, you know, goes natural one day, glams up the next. I understood her from that. I understood exactly what she meant, because there'll be days I'll go out and I don't put no makeup on. You know, I have blemishes and stuff like that. I have hyperpigmentation. And guys, it look like they want to say something, like I'm cute, but they just, I know the first thing they see is my skin or whatever, and it's all good with me. Don't talk to me anyway. Matter of fact, like I was on Twitter the other day and somebody was like, oh, I'm so glad I stopped talking to black women. I got me a nice, I'm not going to disclose the race, but I got me a nice this and that woman now. Right. And it was like, damn, like you could have just posted your pic and go, bro.
Exactly.
Like, why you got to put somebody else down? What is the point?
Yeah, basically, he wants the comments to come back like, you know, well, why do you think this or why do you think that?
Well,
when
they dragged him.
Kind of like he needs justification for what, you know, like you said, you could have just posted a picture and kept it moving.
Yeah, a lot of people be finding people attractive for other people.
But that's what it is,
and
that's what I was going to. It's like today's society, they do things for others instead of doing it for themselves.
He was like, oh, my girl's hair is real. I'm like, okay, bro.
I don't
Yeah, it's human hair. It's Brazilian human hair. It's real.
It's real.
I wanted to agree with Milan on a level, but I feel like with black guys, we all harsh as far as your changes are concerned, and on behalf of black men, we are sorry. If we were, as black men, if we were supporting black women from the day one about everything, whether you were light, dark skin, albino, just embracing that beauty for what it was, I don't think we would be having this topic. We wouldn't even be having this conversation, because I feel like black men, we are kind of harsh on women. I mean, our black women, when it comes down to looks, we're really harsh on them. They should look like that. Even if we don't say it, when we're going for, when you look at a lot of black celebrities in the past who married white women, that was also sending a message as well, like, you know, yo, when you get rich, man, don't even deal with these black girls. Focus on the white girls. Like, that's the wrong message. But now that we've become more self-aware, I feel like our generation should focus more on supporting black women and their natural beauty, so maybe they won't feel the need to alter themselves or change themselves in any way. But there's a but though. In all actuality, what it is that when you do all these changes, especially with, like, we could agree that other races do it too, but in my personal opinion, because I pay attention to black women the most, I feel like they do it a whole lot. Yeah. So with that being said, when you're changing yourself, what you're telling the world is that black women are not natural. In a way, it's like almost telling black women are not naturally beautiful.
No,
so
I gotta disagree with you.
No. I'm gonna let him finish. Yeah. Like when you're doing these altercations, like I said altercation, when you're altering your body in a way, and you know,
it's different. I don't know.
I mean, like, you know, the whole shebang bang, all that, whatever. It's like, in a way, you're trying to translate to the world that, okay, this is how, as a black woman, I should look. The thing is, when you change something about yourself, obviously you changed it for a reason. You had your reasons. You feel like you're not happy with whatever you changed. You're insecure about it. So when I see that a lot of black women are changing their body, the message, and a lot of the black women that are changing their body, a lot of them are in the limelight, the media, Instagram, TV, you name it. So what they're portraying to the world, I'm more concerned what they're actually portraying to other black girls is like, you know, if you want to make it in life, change it, switch up, change your body. And another thing, back to what Nestraya said about you looking natural and you're not being, you know, you're not getting attention or whatever. Believe it or not, there are people that are appreciating your natural look. And the problem is you're not acknowledging those people. You're not paying attention to the people that are paying attention to you.
But it's very little. It's very little. But the ones, I honestly believe black men rather see their black female slayed with weaves, with makeup, with this is what you guys know. I honestly
assimilation.
I personally
this is something you guys complain about the most, but this is what you guys like the most.
Brainwashed by society.
You could also throw.
Then y'all brainwashed too if y'all want to put it like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, like
What I just said, assimilation. Do you know what
no.
I
get what you're saying. Yeah, but then we're both brainwashed.
I'm just saying in general.
But then what I was gonna say, you can throw culture into it, because if you go back to Africa, there's certain places in Africa where it's like the inner beauty. There's no makeup, there's no weave, there's no fake lashes, there's no nothing. I'm not saying it's not out there, but I'm saying obviously it's compared to the Western world how we live now. It's just all out there, if you know what I mean. So that's why there's so much of this that's taking place. That you want to say so?
No. I think nobody owes anybody anything. So if a girl wants to make changes, she doesn't owe the world anything where she has to answer to holding it down for the whole black race. Now, the problem is if you choose to point at this girl to be the representation of black girls, that's more you than it is the girl. I really think it's whacked that way. Because if Christia wants to do whatever with her body, and you choose to make her the center of attention and this is how black girls are, then you find the negatives in her. But within the Australia situation, what I do think is that the attention shouldn't matter. But if you choose to make it matter, then yes. If one person compliments you, then that's the one person that compliments you. But if you quantifying the compliments and saying I get more this way than this way, then that's, you know what I mean?
No, I'm just stating the obvious.
Right, but again, what you choose to appreciate is what you choose to appreciate. Like the one guy that says, yo, you look good without A, B, and C on, or the 10 guys that say you look good with, everything else on.
I usually do this to guys, right? If a guy that I like or I'm dating. So let's say
how you gonna know?
He's going with the flow.
Right. So let's say I wear a weave one day, the guy sees me, he likes me, he's like, oh my God, and I like him, The next day I will change my whole look. Natural. Just to see what he says.
Stressing that poor man out.
Most of the time, it's just like,
you get the look?
I get that look.
Wow. Me personally,
I get that look. And I won't even see them again, by the way. So, when you're outside, you're all glammed up. You look, you look beautiful. You look great. You got the makeup on. You got your hair done and everything. But if I really like a guy, I would like that guy to see me for me, not physically, but just for me. So if you like me outside, I want you to like me for who I am, without the makeup, without the hair, without all the extra stuff. So.
It's true because I've actually read an article where a man married a lady, and the next day she woke up without makeup and he divorced her.
Yeah, I heard that too.
She tricked him. She's a fraud.
Yes.
She's a fraud.
No, it's not a trick.
She's a fraud.
So that means you're all about that.
It is.
You've never seen her without the makeup?
That's my problem. Like,
my thing is, if you are happy with whatever, how you are, and you can look yourself in the mirror at night time, do what you have to do, and who cares what everybody else has to say.
But you know what it boils down to? 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 Yeah, I need to say something. Okay. I think from generations, years, black people were not allowed to stand out. And I don't want to make it a race thing, but it is a race thing. Whites were the leading or the pillar of beauty. So they can do what they want. I think some people are still wrapping their minds around the fact that now we get to do the shit that they're doing. White women have been wearing wigs for years. Hundreds of years they've been wearing wigs. Like up till now, even in like London, like the judges wear stupid wigs on their head still. You know, like in Europe. You know, like I'm just saying, like it's been going for years. Back to Egypt. You know, but now that we are free. But loosely, you know. But now that we're doing everything, you know, we do stand out, but people are still wrapping their minds around the fact, like, you got the audacity to do this, you got the audacity to wear this, this and that, this and that. If, let's say slavery never happened and everyone just happened to come across each other somehow, some way, everyone would just be looking at each other like, oh shit, you know? But because assimilation, we're in this country, for years, we've been forced to, you know, abide by certain standards of beauty. Now that we're in 2017, whatever the hell that means, you know, like when we're doing certain stuff, they're like, wow, like you really did that, you know, like. So when guys are like, oh, girls wear makeup, black girls wear weave and this and that, I think you guys are really. You guys don't know you're brainwashed, and so are we, I guess. But you're looking at the fact, like, wow, you have the nerve to wear that. You should just wear your natural hair, you know, like, and it's just
like it shouldn't matter.
When I think of it, I'm like, you know, I don't even blame you. I can't. I can't blame you guys.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think like that's my thing. Like, what's wrong with standing out? What's wrong with too much? Like, I want to be too much. I want to wear blonde hair and be dark skinned and be too much. Like that's just
not too much, but you look crazy.
No, but listen though.
I feel like so you think I look crazy?
I'm not talking about you, but if you're talking about I want to be too much, like sometimes it come like You want to go too much to the point where you look crazy?
I agree with Milan with the big green nails, like all the way out there. I'm like, no nails need to be that long. I'm like, what are you doing? And I've seen like crazy nails like this long, and I'm like, I don't get it. How you meant to work anything with your nails actually being that long? So that for me is a big no, turn off. Hell no.
Stop making it a black woman thing, because I see white women that wear some retarded lashes too. They brows be over here looking like fucking wings on their face. Like nah, like don't make it a black women go hard. Black women, so there's black women that exaggerate and there's white women that exaggerate too. Indian women that exaggerate their makeup. Like don't make it a when black women do it. No, there's women in general. Some women go overboard with makeup. Point blank period. Some women go overboard with makeup. Like how some men go overboard with that fucking marker all over your face to make a beard. Some of y'all go overboard shaping in your fucking hairline in. Like what is that? Like
exactly. There are extremes to everything, but I think that what is pissing me off about your point is that you feel like when a black woman is doing like certain things, it's crazy or they look crazy. It's like they're extremes, but like you shouldn't feel like when a black woman wants to wear colorful wig, it's like a big thing. So she's wearing a colorful
wig.
wig.
When is it an extreme? I just want to like know. When do you feel like, all right, this person is OD?
When she's not comfortable looking.
But also you can also.
I like that. When she don't.
You guys are so used to society telling you how we should look.
Because
you don't even let us just do what the fuck we just want to do.
I mean, society plays a part of the reason. Society plays a part to the why you want to look a certain way anyway. I really feel like, even as as a nation, as a race of people, we're like front on the limelight. People always paying attention to what we're doing. So especially as a black woman, I feel like they feel like they need to be beautiful because they are beautiful. But the way the way media has now finally, kind of given their own definition of what beauty is, a lot of black women don't feel like they meet up to that standard of beauty, so they feel like they need to change who they are and how they look.
That's a totally different topic.
I look at it like this. You have sheep, you have the dog, and you have the shepherd. Who do you want to be?
I'm a shepherd.
There's a load of sheep out there that follow, going back to quote unquote, the trends. You got the dog that lead the sheep to go where they need to go. Then you got the shepherd, the wise man, that just stands there with his stick and blows his whistle to control the dog. The message is out there, you figure it out for yourself.
Wow. The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You could do whatever you want to do, but honestly, I feel like to be truly happy with yourself, you have to love yourself. You have to embrace everything about yourself. You have to look at the world differently, and once you do, everything will come to you nicely. So you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I
Final
would say.
message? Just do you. If you die tomorrow, people gonna find somebody else to criticize.
True.
Might as well just be yourself.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
All right. Don't do it for the cool factor, because it will not last. It will just fade, and it will come back years after you. So you be behind. You're always behind. Do it for yourself. Make sure that there's no going back once you do it, because we're talking about physically modifying what God has made you look like. Like it's like an F you to God a little bit. And I do it. I don't want to say that to the Holy Father, because karma is real. And I don't want him to be like the next day, maybe with a unibrow. So I didn't mean the F you, but I do believe that we are God's children, and I do believe we are his masterpiece. So if you're gonna do some stuff, talk to the Father. Tell him what's your issue, why you don't like the way he made you. And then God loves everybody, so he will forgive you, But if you're doing it and you're not being honest with it, and then you're lying to him about it, that's where it's a F you to him. It's like, I don't like your work. It's worthless. That's wrong. That's deep. Crap. No, it's not what I'm saying.
No, God knows. He understands.
It's basically like,
I don't like how you made me.
Yeah, I don't appreciate what you made me. You did a bad job. And God think that we're all masterpiece. Now, there's nothing wrong with enhancing a little bit, but then once you do it and then you lose yourself, that's what the problem is. If you remain to who you are and your heart is pure, your soul is the same, and it makes you truly happy, and at the end of it, you have happiness and you're living life to the fullest, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing it for the cool factor, you're gonna go to hell looking crazy.
Nice. Okay. I think that especially within the Black community, for Black women, I'm just tired of people just always putting like judging or having this negative way of talking about us or describing Black women if we, you know, do certain things, especially with our hair or with our nails or whatever the case might be. I think that that has to stop. I think we were born to stand out, and standing out is what we're gonna do till the end of time.
Okay, girl.
So, I think everybody should just mind your own business.
Okay. Yep. Final what?
The people highest up have the lowest self-esteem because he's a sheep right now. That's Kanye West. Kanye West said that. But I do think to those watching that are going through things, like, you really should know that everybody has something they're insecure about. You know, every single person has something they're insecure about. It could be the littlest thing that you could care less for. Learn to love people for who they are. So, you know, the point in, like, I've never once been in a situation where I felt like I have to go address another person on how they look or the changes they've made. As a man, I feel like you should love women for who they are. And, you know, Black women especially, like, I put them in this high pedestal, so I'm never gonna be in that place where I'm like, yo, you did this to yourself or you did that to yourself. So, but again, everyone has insecurities, so learn to live with yours and love it, what it is you're going through.
I feel like, you know, if you want to really go fake with the hair and thin, and it suits you and you really like it, you should go for it. But then at the same time, I would still say, like, do not go crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say to everybody who's watching, just love yourself, really just embrace who you are first before you decide to make a change. And because the truth of the matter is, what you're about to change might become a trend later on. Like, you just never know. Like, you have to look deep down and be like, yo, is this something I really want to do? And can I really be okay with this in the near future? Because a lot of changes are for the moment, and some changes you can't go back on. And for the Black women, I just want to say that on the behalf of Black men, we should support you guys more. And as far as like whatever decisions y'all want to make. At the same time, I also want you guys to hear us out more when we're trying to, I guess, express how we feel concerning certain looks that you might go for. Because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, I feel like nobody really should, like, I feel like as we're both the same race, I feel like I should be more concerned with you than the next race. And you should be more concerned with me.
True. Than
the next race. So therefore, maybe we haven't said it in the way we should have said it to look out for you guys, but I want to keep it 100. Like, you know, we do support you. I support you. But at the same time, like, yo, just hear us out when we want to express something about a certain quality. Because you guys, you know, you guys do it too to us sometimes. Like, there's something we're probably doing, or there's something that a certain way we present ourselves, and y'all might not like it. And we want y'all to tell us, because y'all have to deal with us, and we have to deal with you. We have to look at you. So therefore, not like that.
Nah, yeah, we get it. I agree, bro. I agree.
So just hear us out a little bit. Just like if you're in a relationship and your man's like, babe, I'd rather you not. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want. He's just, I chose you because you look like this, and I want to embrace you because you look like this. So
in a perfect world, that sounds really good.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there's reality too. So
perfect. Anyway, so I'm gonna say this. I think if you're gonna do anything to yourself, fake boobs or whatever it is, or fake